morning, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to your mid-month August readings. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for the featured sign today of beautiful Earth element Virgo. Virgo, you have had a few really important planets in your sign for a while. One being, of course, Venus, the planet of love and magic and compassion and relationships. But more than that, just feeling good within yourself, feeling kind of magical, like things are going well, they're moving your way. There's a lot of synchronicities and serendipitous kind of energy that follows you when Venus is in your sign. There's money, there's opportunities, there's good luck. It's just a great time. So that's been happening, and you have Mercury that entered into your sign, which is definitely amazing for you, because that's your ruling planet there. It's very, very comfortable in your sign, Virgo. And that expands your mind even more so, because you're a very intelligent sign. You like to be grounded and practical and organized and detail-oriented. And I'll tell you, I think a lot of you, if you haven't already, you're on your way to your vacations you've been planning since last year or maybe before, because we had a few delays, right? And it's actually going to be your birthday season. So what better time to celebrate you? We're still in Leo season till the 22nd. And then you not only get the start of your birthday seasons, Virgo, on the 22nd, but we have the next full moon in Aquarius, which is the second full moon in Aquarius, which is what we call the blue moon, because it happens seldom. Once in a blue moon, the expression is. And it's just some powerful, beautiful energies. And I hope you've had an amazing first half of the month so far. If you have not gotten a chance to listen to your first half of the month reading, go back and check it out, because it's kind of nice to compare the two. And I know you'd like to be looking for different, signs and symbols and things like that as a Virgo. But lastly, we've had Mars in your sign. The powerful, energetic warrior sign that feels strong and confident and determined, as you are as well. But as an earth sign, you're also mutable. So you're very interested in mutating and changing and growing and expanding and learning and educating yourself and helping others in the process. So a lot of beautiful energy. And so I'm going to pick your highlighted sign like now, as I always do. The highlighted sign is what Spirit wants you to know about. I pick it right in front of you. It is a person, place, or situation. It doesn't have to be somebody you're romantically involved with right now. A lot of my readers and the people, I should say, viewers, are not involved in relationships other than with themselves or their jobs and the people they love, or their community and so on and so forth. So my readings are all inclusive for all types of love connections. But your highlighted connection, beautiful Virgo, for today is that of Taurus. How gorgeous. That's your fellow earth sign. And it's so important. And what's really interesting is that, well, we've had Uranus, which is the ruling planet of Aquarius, which is predominant in that full moon, is going to be very affected with the energies of Uranus, the planet of unpredictability and surprises in technology and ideas of medicine and forward thinking and breaking out of the box and freedom and non-constriction and just all sorts of incredible energy that comes from Uranus. Well, that's happening already, and that'll be very much, as I said, a part of the full moon. But it's been in the sign of Taurus, because it travels slowly through each sign. It was slower than certainly our personal planets like Mars, Venus, and Mercury I just mentioned. And it'll be in Taurus for the next 4 years, I want to say, at least. So it's going retrograde like most of the outer planets now have been. So I think that's the last one. And so that's going to be interesting, and it could change things in a heartbeat for you in a beautiful way, having to do with your money. Taurus is a sign of money, and also earth and ground and cementing and making things permanent, and as permanent as you can with the unpredictability of Uranus. But I feel like it's a positive. I really feel a positive with this. I hope I'm right for you. And so I love this two combinations. Now, Taurus is a fixed sign, so there will be some, set ideas and opinions and ways about and doing things, but you still work really well together. I've seen many love combinations with Virgo and Taurus, because you're fundamentally coming from the same place. And a lot of times people prefer a path less traveled. You know what I'm saying? Just make it as easy as possible when it comes to love. Certainly at a certain stage in your life, I think. Like, anyway, I'm going to be reading the 4 major categories for this particular highlighted connection. If you don't know about the Taurus, you're just picking up on the energy, or maybe you have Taurus in addition to Virgo in your sign. So this reading and the 4 categories could be also a part of who you're with other than Taurus, okay? These messages hopefully will resonate and you'll understand and pick up something that's clicking for you. That's my intention for you anyway. So let's get on to the readings, because I'm shortening my readings to get them all out. And yeah, so the first category is the overall energy bringing you to the reading. And I am using the beautiful Art Nouveau Tarot. Every single card, ooh, I like this on the bottom. It's the 8 of Wands. But every card has a beautiful, shiny, shimmery gold essence to it, which is so perfect. Because Leo is the sun-ruled, you know, sign. Leo is about courage and energy and fun and vitality and ego and just partying. And it's, you know, they party as the season. So naturally, I know you know a lot of Leos, because I know a lot of Virgo and Leos that are very close and connected in ways of work and so forth. So you're right next to each other on the astrology wheel. So anyway, your overall energy for you and Taurus as a highlighted connection is the 10 of Wands. Okay, so this is not something that surprises me, but I'm glad to see it as the first sign, because we're in the mid part of the month. The beginning of the month it's been a little bit, you know, a little bit challenging, I would say. It's not like it's difficult, but what's happened, and I hope you can agree. Well, first of all, we had the new moon that happened on the 8th, which was a week ago, in Leo. So it was extremely strong, but it was also in conjunction with Uranus and I think it was Saturn, don't quote me on that. But the powerful energies of just like change and unexpected change, and sometimes that's great, but sometimes it comes out of nowhere. There's been some hesitation as opposed to that normal feeling of new moon, new intentions, let's get it going. It's still unraveling, and now is absolutely the time. You have the overall energy being the 10 of Wands. And this has been a lot of work. Like I said, not surprising for you, Virgo or Taurus, any earth sign. All of us have the capacity to work, but the diligence and the fortitude and the patience that comes with earth signs and yourself, and the determination, once again, to just get it, make it happen by hook or by crook. You're not stopping. You're not giving up. Everything with you is long-term. You see the big picture. You plan ahead, like I said. People love to come to you and say, well, I'd like to do this and that, but I'm not sure. And if you could possibly, you know, just kind of arrange that, and you've got it down, you know. Like I said, you've figured out your vacations well in advance. You know how it's going to work financially, and, you know, you can get the best deals on the rooms and the, you know, avenues of wherever you're going to be. It's going to be handled beautifully, and people just love putting that in your hands, and you're cool with that. But you've done a lot, and you're working a lot. You have been working a lot. Maybe you own your own business. Maybe you're in conjunction with this Taurus, and, you know, you both run a business, and it's like, whew, I'm so ready for that vacation. I mean, it's fine, but it's like it can be kind of weary on your body and your mind and soul, right? So what a perfect time to take your vacations and to celebrate you. And remember, the 10 is the new cycle. You take away the 0, you start with the 1 again. And it's all starting new. So you don't have to have this much responsibility as much as you may think or may have been used to this point. And delegating to someone else is perfectly okay. I promise you things will run smoothly when you're gone, and you've done it before. And so that's beautiful. To me, that's beautiful. You have the fire and the ambition that never stops with you. And now you're saying, okay, I'm ready to lay down the load a little bit, go and have myself some fun with the friends and the people that matter, and I deserve it. I work hard for it. This is clearly an indication of that. And I'm going to put down some of those burdens and enjoy it. So I'm okay with that being the first overall energy, you know, and it is mid-month, so there's still a lot of energies coming through that can be extremely helpful, and especially, you know, especially with your sun season, because it's a time of magic. And if you put down and ask for specific wishes, watch and see, okay? Just all I'm going to say, just watch and see, because it's a special time of blessing and favor when it is your season. And so we can all benefit from it too, because we get a little more practical about things in your time, and we tend to, you know, look over the details, as I mentioned. Let's say I have to buy a new car, which I do. I want to make sure I do my due diligence. I'm not just going to go impulsively like, oh, I like that one. I've got to study it like crazy. Is that normally in my personality? Absolutely not. Am I feeling it? Absolutely. And I'm happy for that. So thank you for that, that energy help there, Virgo. So second category is going to be that of possible blessings or obstacles. And you have the Eight of Cups, but I love this as well. And this has actually come up quite a bit. And it's just walking away from, you've got 8 cups, okay? So, you know, the ideal scenario for everybody in life would be the 10, the ultimate, right? I love the Ace though too, because that begins and it starts this new possibility and these new blessings and new creative ideas and such. So I love the Ace as much as the 10, if that makes sense. But the 8 is a power number. 8 in numerology is abundance and, you know, manifestation and just trust in yourself and the universe, basically. And behind you have the full moon. So something very important is going to be shined upon your life with the Aquarian moon yet again. Aquarius, once again, besides being ruled by Uranus, is about our mind and our thoughts, which is something you very, very much are in tune with. And you like to keep active and, you know, study up on and informed. It's all about information when it's Aquarius, I'll tell you. And it's about the people and the world at large. How can we better ourselves individually, but in the end for everybody's welfare, right? And you're on board with that as well. So you're moving away from situations that have caused you some uncomfortableness emotionally. And you're not looking back at that anymore, okay? Because we've had a lot of loss in the last year. There's no getting around it. Every one of us in some way, I would say, if we haven't personally knows somebody. So that's still been with us this year. It hasn't dissipated yet, and I think it'll take some time. You're ready to move forward, though. You've got the strength. You've got the red coat, which is about your root chakra, your courage, your faith, and certainly the Leo influences didn't hurt any, reminding us of that and giving you the fortitude and the energy to move forward like this. And I love it. It's moving in the direction you want to go. You create this. You allow the energies to come in and work with you or not. It's always your free will. So that's, I like that a lot. So that is a blessing. And the obstacle might have been just the fact that it took you a little while to make that decision to just let that go and let the past be past. You know, it just depends on the person, right? Once you do though, Virgo, you're set and you're good with it, okay? Because I know you take time to really think about the situation, that's for sure. You're not an impulsive person. But I will say the next category is that of finances. So in laying down your burdens, having your fun time, getting out and enjoying yourself, being still, being in nature, which you absolutely love as an earth sign, and then allowing yourself to remove yourself from emotional things that have held you back or made you not feel as open to having fun and knowing you deserve it. You have the Six of Cups. So how perfect. The Six of Cups is an emotional and happy card. And it's about memories and sentimentality and reconnecting with friends. How perfect is this? The ones you really want to spend time with, you've probably known them all your life. I've known so many Virgos who just, their friends are lifetime friends. Their relationships tend to be lifetime. Anything they put their heart into, their work. I mean, you may have more than one job, but it's usually something you have for years and years and years. Even the younger generations can still be a part of that, though that's changing, perhaps. But I just love the energy of this, because it's filling your cups financially, yes, but to me, it's more than wealth in the sense of money. It's wealth in your friendships, wealth in having fun. Because you don't do it enough, when you do, you think, oh my gosh, why do I wait so long? Well, last year we didn't have a choice. And I think you're pretty good about making sure that you do that balance, which is something Libra, the next sign coming up, you know, could definitely learn from and always establishes and wants to do. But this is just about having a good time and just in sharing your laughs and yeah, just your deepest friendships, you know, and loved ones are around you, reminiscing, of course, but just having a great time. I love this card, and I love it in the finances because it appears that you have the money to do that, and you're not feeling any certain way about it. You're just free to live in the moment and experience it and worry about anything else other than just that later. So that's beautiful. And the 6 represents on top of the balancing of that, you know, and staying on an even keel emotionally, even though it's sentimentality there and it feels really emotionally beautiful and fulfilling. It's going to be fun. It's fun. It's absolutely fun. So the final category I pulled into the mix that I only added last month was this category of wishes and surprises. I may say surprises and wishes depending on what the video is, but it's basically the same. And with that, you know, Uranus energy, surprises could come out of nowhere that you have no idea about, which is, I know life is like that anyway. We really don't know, even though we make plans and, you know, like you certainly do. Yeah, there are always going to be the surprises. This is something much bigger, something different. And I feel like it's beautiful surprises because you're meeting up with people you haven't seen. So there's a lot of an open area for that sort of thing, open energy. And you have the Page of Pentacles. So there you go. How perfect. It didn't fall in the category of finances. It fell in the category of surprises because something's coming up. Here in the finances, you were more interested in the wealth of your happiness, in the wealth of being around people and fulfilling yourself. And the give and take and the reciprocity of that and how important that really is and how it just makes you feel good all over, right? And then there you have the surprises after that say, oh, and by the way, I mean, it's a newer idea. It's a youthful kind of energy with the pages, right? It's something that might be still kind of green around the edges that you're just finding out about. Or a child, someone you know, someone who's had a child, someone you may be thinking about having a child and you'll have the money to do so, which you questioned before. So many scenarios. But also having that inner child in you and remembering to have fun and enjoy yourself and absolutely allow the fun to come in and laugh as much as you can and be as silly as you can. Yeah, but otherwise expecting, because, you know, pages are messengers, expecting something that has to do with finances or practical, you know, ways to create or invest or something of that nature. It's going to be positive. This is a beautiful reading. And it's quite balanced. You've got the wands, you've got 2 cups, and then you've got the pentacles. So I don't see the air or the swords, which is the mind, but then, you know, the full moon will be the Aquarius. So that is the air. And that is the mind, and that is what you really connect with really well. So conversations or interviews and things like that are in the mix, absolutely. Because like I said, that new moon is still bringing out its energy, and that always brings new exciting beginnings. So I hope you love that. I hope you're feeling instantly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to finish with your 2 oracle messages. And I'm using the beautiful... What is this one now? This is the Wisdom, because I have a couple of them that are by Paulette Baron Reed. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and it's just letting you know that you are always being guided, you are always divinely loved, and there's wisdom to be had for all of us. And if we just tune in and sit and take the time to be in nature and listen, we're going to get a lot of information. And so this is just another form of that for you. And this is for all the Virgos and all of your love connections. And this one came for you. And it's so beautiful. Let me put on my glasses because I almost feel like it looks as though she could be pregnant. But maybe I'm just imagining that and there's just more messages coming through. It's questionable. Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. And guess what? It's number 15, which is today's date, August 15th. This is beautiful. This is synchronistic. This is positivity. And look at the two hands opening up and allowing the energies of light and love and upliftment and encouragement and spirituality just to be, you know, all one with you. That's fantastic. The Queen of Light, let me read to you specifically some more information because the wording is so beautiful from these little booklets. 15 equals a 6 again though too. So there's that 6 that's under the category of finances and wealth, and you know, you have the 6 of Cups and that happiness and the fulfillment and the interaction with friends and people and, you know, of your past, or, you know, just remembering, you know, wonderful, wonderful memories and creating new ones. The Queen of Light is a beautiful ally and comes into your life to herald success in all your ventures. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you of your own brilliance. And you are so brilliant. Honestly, Virgo, I just appreciate you so much. You're intelligent and inspired, and all your needs will be met. Remember that you're the instrument of the divine shining through you in this world. You're on the correct path for your highest good. Isn't that phenomenal? Because you're leaving behind you the blocks and the emotional things that hold us back, you know, and we don't mean to do that a lot of times, but they do. And it's not like we shouldn't grieve or experience those feelings of loss. We need to get past that. And I believe that's exactly the course you're on. And it feels so empowering right now, you know, and I'm really happy to see that for you. And my heart goes out to all of you that have had losses, because it's a tough part of being alive, though, as natural as it is. It is just, it's just everyone heals in their own time, right? And you shall. And you are. And this final category is that of the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, which is simply just bringing the life you want into existence by emotionally feeling it into reality, you know? I mean, that's one of the key components for natural law of attraction. We manifest all the time, but we can actually figure out the steps to expedite it and bring it to the forefront and just make it happen. And I love that. So your message and ending today, but beforehand, I just want to say, if you have not liked or subscribed and you're resonating with the readings, please do me that favor, because it is a super easy and free way to support my channel. I love all of you that have done this so far and appreciate you all. There's never any pressure, but I do want to put it out there because I want to continue to grow my channel and be able to come up with, you know, these readings, and that's one sure way to make it happen. So greatly appreciated in advance. And in closing, once again, your message for the day, I call it an affirmation. I haven't seen this in so long. To me, this is an absolute spiritual guidance kind of a message, because it's the feather, and that's, if you see feathers, I always associate that with the angels and the, you know, the guides that we have out there. Bunch of stars, star being the Aquarian energy, but just because we're all stars, right? The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. And that is the absolute truth. And you've got the hearts and the emotional energy in your reading, showing that you are open and ready and fully immersed in your love, for sure. So it's just something to think about or say over and over, and to lift that energy and to bring up, you know, you're ascending your energy, if you will, and spreading it out to the world. And that's exactly what'll come back. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day and month. And come on back for your September reading. I will be here. Until then, take care. Thanks, and bye for now.